something just happened and people are surprised. Everybody is surprised at the new kind of relationship that is now developing, going on between Natasha and Akpabio. People will never believe that there will ever be a time where Natasha and Akpabio, will be best of friends. But what has happened now is that Natasha has invited Akpabio. Natasha has invited Akpabio to Kogi State for projects and inauguration of projects that she handled. Everybody is surprised. At what point, when did Natasha and Akpabio begin to rapport to the point that Natasha will be inviting Akpabio and Akpabio will be going to Kogi State just because of Natasha, just to honor her invitation? Some people are not even believing it, but this is a news that just dropped like few minutes ago. Natasha invites Akpabio others to project inauguration in Kogi State. Let's move on. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, Kogi Central, has extended an olive branch to Senator Godswill Akpabio, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, inviting him and other lawmakers to the inauguration of constituency projects in Kogi State. It is something many people never saw coming. Many people never saw coming that Natasha would have a space in her heart to consider inviting Akpabio, right? And many people never even thought that if invited, that Akpabio will even read it out in the house or even want to associate in any way with Natasha. This is coming weeks after her return from a 6-month suspension. It was this same Akpabio that Natasha is inviting. It was this same Akpabio that made sure that Natasha was suspended, even though there were court orders, there were court pronouncements that said it was unlawful. People talked about it, a lot of people said about it, but this Akpabio insisted and ensured that Natasha went on 6 good months suspension without salary, without security, and even without access to her office. This is coming weeks after her return from a 6-month suspension. The invitation was contained in a letter read by Akpabio during Thursday's plenary. Of course, in our channel here, we already dropped that letter for you. We already dropped the video of when Akpabio was written it. It was officially dropped by Natasha on her Facebook page. Okay, let's move on. In marking this is exactly what Natasha said, and we're reading it out for you. In marking my 2nd anniversary as serving Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I wish to invite fellow distinguished senators to join me for projects commissioning in Kogi State. The letter partly read, your senator, if you are watching this and you are in Nigeria or you are a Nigerian, even if you are not in Nigeria, have you heard your own senator commissioning any project? Please come under the comment of this video and say something concerning this matter. You can say kudos to Natasha for the project. You can also express how you feel about Natasha inviting somebody that, quote unquote, people call her arch enemy. In marking my 2nd anniversary as serving Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I wish to invite fellow distinguished senators to join me for project commissioning in Kogi State. According to the invitation, the event will hold on Sunday, that is 2nd of November, in Ihima, Okene local government area, with the meeting point fixed at her residence. So they will do the commissioning in Ihima, somewhere in Kogi Central, Okene local government area. Okene is, of course, is part of Kogi Central, right? Natasha is the senator representing Kogi Central in the Senate, okay? And after the meeting point will now be in her husband's house. For lawmakers traveling by air, the senator advised that the Obajana airstrip could be used before proceeding by road to Ihima, right? For people that want to join senators that are coming, they could use Obajana airstrip Then before they now use road, enter their vehicles, then locate her in Ihima. Akpabio responded warmly after reading the letter, saying, "Congratulations in advance." This same Akpabio, when was the last time Akpabio even inaugurated a project in Akwa Ibom State? When was the last time? Did they ever hear about it? So Akpabio warmly, happily congratulated Natasha. The gesture marks a turning point. This gesture of Natasha inviting Akpabio marked a very vital and vocal turning point in a once bitter rift between the two senators. Of course, we know that two of them has been more like cat and dog. Even at this moment, there's still cases. There is still a court case, a criminal case Akpabio and Yahaya Bello are putting together against Natasha. I think by 1st of November I think 5th of November or somewhere in November, the case was adjourned, and they will still go on to press that matter. So maybe Natasha is giving this gesture to establish like a friendship with Akpabio. Who knows? Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended on March 6, 2025, following a heated face-off with the Senate leadership over the allocation of her seat during the plenary. Of course, here in Noble Media, we followed everything concerning that, and of course, even as this whole matter is developing, like Natasha inviting Akpabio, how Akpabio will respond, whether Akpabio will eventually attend, we here in Noble Media, we will be monitoring that. Our correspondent will be giving us updates. Once it drops, we will be the first to bring it for you. Her protest at the time led to accusations of gross misconduct and a walkout that drew national attention. And of course, everybody knew about it. We here in Noble Media, we are reporting and give you the updates as it was happening. Natasha accused Akpabio of running the upper chamber with a dictatorial hand, while the Senate President insisted her actions breached parliamentary decorum. Although her suspension expired in September, she only regained access to her office 2 weeks ago after a months-long standoff and court filing. Yes, when her suspension expired, she wanted to return, and Akpabio, through the clerk, still blocked her returning. It took a lot of pressure from us here in Noble Media and from a lot of people, a lot of influencers, a lot of even OBS has to weigh into the matter. It was all those things that pressured Akpabio to allow her to return to her office. We brought you that update. Although her suspension expired in September, she only regained access to her office 2 weeks ago after a months-long standoff and court filings. Since her reinstatement, Akpoti-Uduaghan has gradually resumed participation in plenary sections, including contributing an amendment to the Criminal Code Amendment Bill 2025 last week. But Thursday's invitation read by Akpabio signals the clearest sign yet of rapprochement between the two camps. Political observers, including us, journalists, and everybody, see the gesture as a strategic reconciliation move by the fiery Kogi senator, whose return to the Senate had reignited debates about gender representation, dissent, and disciplinary within Nigerian upper chamber. This is what is happening. We are following up this matter and we'll be giving you all updates as they are dropping. Like this video, share this video, click on join to become a full member of our channel so you can get updates once we drop. And most importantly, right now, there's another important video on the screen. Just click on it and watch now.